Respected sadhakas, welcome, gratitudes, congratulations. Another day the Lord has given us to make the best use of it to reach Him. Remember the various Vyaktitvas which we have to strengthen, deepen, spread out, make natural. And also let us know all the helping resources, consciously, knowingly receive their help by the due practices, and then ensure that these Vyaktitvas in us are really developed, which in turn make our outer life smooth, inner life at the mind level peaceful, free from agitations. Also, it enables us for the inner spiritual journey. All these Vyaktitvas. They won't happen accidentally. They won't happen by some outer helps or sources or means. Already we have seen the helping sources. Taking the help of them, we have to do our best to make them happen. Friends, today we'll have all our 9 classes of Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Gita, Mandukya Upanishad, again Gita, Tulsi Ramayanam, then Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. Then we have our Nirguna Manasa Puja, also the Sankshipta Skanda Puranam, then our Chandogya Parayanam. We are doing all these same things when we do more involvedly, more intensely, more deeply, more perfectly, knowing exactly how to do. If you do them, our sadhana is ensured, our progress also is ensured. Some people know everything first and then do. In our case, we are doing, then we understand that this has to be done in this way. Then we start doing knowingly. Definitely the results will come. In our first session of Shwethashwathara Upanishad, right now, we have 5 things. First, the last day of the chanting of Shanno Mitra, tomorrow new Shanti Mantra. Then we will do our common sense thought for a while. Then we'll see our Prarthana, Shlokas and Sankalpa. Then we will just chant a couple of mantras as Parayana of the Upanishad. Then the Upanishadic Adhyayanam as much as we can do. Start. ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 Friends, in today's common sense thought discussion, first and foremost thing is what? कि मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. All manushas are only walking the path of reaching me only, Bhagavan says. Because he is addressing to Arjuna, the Manushya. Generalize that point. All jivas, right from the microbe also, all of them are tending towards the divinity only because of two reasons. One, only in that jiva's fulfillment is there. In reaching Paramatma only, the fulfillment of every living being is there. Therefore, every living being is tending towards that only. Paramatma only. Point one. Second reason is what? In that way only this scale of this universe either concludes or even the Lord also finds completeness because he cannot afford to leave even few jivas bound in the world because वो भगवान को ही सताते रहते हैं. I know doing the karma, expecting karma phala, again what is called papa punya, and then they only again and again do upasana, puja, and trouble the Lord again and again. The best is what? छुट्टी दे दो सबको. कैसा होगा छुट्टी? Only when they all are liberated. Liberation is only when we become one with the divine. One way of seeing. The other way is we came out of Paramatma. Our fulfillment is only when we go back to Paramatma. Like we go out of our house, then when we come back to our safe, secured house only, we feel comfortable. Therefore, one beautiful thing, great thing, assuring thing, encouraging thing, giving strength thing is that all jivas are tending towards the Paramatma only. Point one. वेरी क्लियर हो जाना इसमें. दूसरी बात क्या है, बट स्टिल द थिंग इज व्हाट, इफ दे डोंट नो that they are going towards the Lord and they have to go towards the Lord. If the beings do not know, then what they do? They disrupt and disturb the plan of the Lord, which is in our own interest to take us towards Him. And then what do we do? With our nonsense mistakes, we do such things which disturb the Lord's plan for us and which also take us away from the Lord more and more and make us more and more samsari, and our own inevitable liberation or the moksha becomes more and more delayed. It's inevitable, but it is delayed. Like the children at home, बच्चे छोटे. Anyway, the mother will have to give that fellow the bath. But वो मिलता नहीं, वो रोता है, वो भागता रहता है. Why doing all that nonsense? What is he doing is, he is only delaying the inevitable. Finally, गुस्सा उस्सा करके, the mother will catch that fellow and then pour that water and give bath only. Or giving a medicine. Or even making that fellow study. He'll have to study inevitable. But because of his not knowing that, study is good for me, study is inevitable for me, study is compulsory for me. These things he doesn't know, therefore he involves in all nonsense, which delays his study. But finally the mother will do something, strictly discipline imposed or put a tuition teacher या कुछ भी करके वो पढ़वाती ही है, because she knows that if he doesn't study, he will not establish in the career, life will be destroyed. A more intelligent mother, along with the studies, she will give all morals and ethics, and she will put, or the parents will put, the child in the decent school, which, along with education, give the patriotism, give spirituality also. A wise parents put their children in such schools where they are teaching morals, ethics, spirituality, Desha Bhakti, then academics. Because the wise parents know that it is not only that academics learnt and getting good job, that all won't help. Nahi nahi rakshati tukrum karne. What helps is, that also helps, but more so is what? Only the values that are learned. Because that mother, father have gone to some guru, the guru satsanga they heard, so they have that common sense that my children should be growing simultaneously, spiritually as well as in the studies. Therefore, they put in them decent school only, not in those schools where compulsorily spirituality is not at all taught. And you know which are the schools, world famous but zero spirituality. And there are some schools not so famous, but the children who are born out of or came out of those schools, those institutions only, are becoming the Pradhana Mantris, the Mukhya Mantris, or the Home Ministers. They are all truly serving the nation. Perfect, beautiful. Those schools, my salutations, who are teaching the Sanatana Dharma, who are teaching the values and all so beautifully, along with all disciplines and academics. You join your children in those schools, not in only the hi-fi and nonsense. तुम्हारी मर्जी है. Anyway, finally, the idea is she makes them study. In the same way, Lord will somehow or the other make the arrangements to turn every jiva towards Him. The authority is Mama Vartmanu Vartante, Manushyaha in brackets Sakal Jivaha. He Partha Sarvasha. First thing is this clear. Therefore, one assurance is everybody will get moksha. Even a blade of grass also will get moksha. Without doubt. Question is of how quickly or how delaying, and how easily it is for oneself and the Guru and the Lord, and how much difficult it is made toward for the Guru, for the Lord who are helping us and making for ourselves it is difficult. Only this, there is a difference. So a smart, intelligent you and I should know this. That anyway I have to get moksha only for my final ultimate or reaching. In that case, then why delay it? One point. Then why trouble? All those are helping me. 2 points. From here, from this thought is born an intelligent man. Now let's talk about the man or human beings. That intelligent man has to do first this thing. What is it? He should pray to the Lord only for spiritual evolution, which indicates our willingness, which makes it easier for him. And now, because what we ask, the Lord is supposed to provide because He is like Father, isn't it? So He goes on giving us the karma phalas or the kamanas of our upasanas, which generally were of the nature of worldliness. That is why we were delaying our own spiritual progress, isn't it? Instead of that, let us do this one, praying to the Lord. Give me spiritual evolution. Let me near to you. Let me reach you. Let me become one with you. This makes the Lord happy. यार ये तो वही चाह रहा है जो मैं देना चाहता हूँ. His heart is so beautiful, you know. Like when I come to your place, then what I want? Only one thing: make good arrangements for satsang. So without Maya asking, if you make those arrangements, I'll be very happy. अरे बढ़िया है. I don't go anywhere for wasting your time or my time, isn't it? Like you go to somebody's place with your own plans or requirements. If they make those things, you are happy. तो भगवान को क्या है, हम तत्व स्पिरिचुअल हो जावे, in that only there is what is a happiness to him. So when we pray to him, and that prayer also deeply, intensely, sincerely, seriously, single pointedly, undoubtedly, all that calls for the knowing of the glory of spiritual evolution. You and I are doing regular satsanga only to know about the truth, that reality, and knowing that alone is giver of the moksha. We are doing that job right now through study of our Shastras. When the knowledge that way becomes clearer, then Paramatma Prapti eva mukti hetu, then our prayers to the Lord should be only for that. Just right now, Tatolo, your own buddhi, I will do my own buddhi, and see how much this conviction has come that the knowing truth alone is moksha. Add to it this point. What is it? Prayer to that infinite Lord in whatever the form you choose. For this only. Aina varastume varaniya sahivaha, in that Nachiketa spirit. This is what when we do, as it is said, the Lord will be pleased. भगवान तभी खुश होते हैं हमसे, not when we ask those things by which we are bound. Like the child asking mother, give me all the junk food of chocolates, ye, wo. And if the mother is equally stupid, then she will quickly provide. But the intelligent mother is reluctant to give. But that child is crying. He'll have to give only. दुकान में खरीद के देना ही पड़ता है. But if an intelligent child says, oh, mother, what is good for me, that thing you give. See, the mother is so happy. Then she will give all the rich diet which is good for his health. It may not be a junk type. isn't it? So if you are asking for the junk things of Artha Kama and insisting the Lord, He will provide that because He is Father. But if you say, Oh Lord, yat sreyasyat nishchitam bruhi, what is good for me, you give me. Or good for me, I know only spiritual evolution, give me that. See that this makes the Lord reset all His plan and make such arrangements for us that in and through whatever is happening, only the spiritual growth happens to us. In fact, every time Lord, whatever gives to every jiva, remember, only to turn them towards Him more and more. But the very same things which are given to us by the Lord for the spiritual evolution, unknowingly or not knowing it, we misuse them for the worldliness. That's the biggest mistake we do. Ignorance के कारण जो कुछ भी भगवान देते हमको to turn us towards Him, and we misuse them to turn away from Him. Everything, every sukha, every dukkha, every insult, every people that come in our life, go away from our life, the human body given to us, everything Bhagavan gives, only for us to turn towards. A highly intelligent person realizes this way and understands each of these things and makes use of them only to turn towards Lord. The best example is Arjuna. The biggest tragedy of life came to him, Vishad. But he, by his own maturity, converted, turned it to yoga. That opportunity he took and asked for the Shriyas from the Lord. First time. And the best of the knowledges, essence of all Upanishads, he could, you know, milk out of or he could invoke from the Lord Krishna. Arjuna invoked that knowledge by seeking. He converted that Vishada into yoga. An intelligent person, every experience is, every provision is, everything that is there around is only to reach divine. That knack, if we develop, we are on the highest, greatest stage or path. So, prayers, when we do, it makes it convenient for the Lord that unhesitatingly He can make best arrangements for our spiritual evolution. And after praying so, you have to be intelligent also to know that the prayers are being heard and He'll be answering. And in that answering, He will be providing me various things. And every of those things that are given to me, I have to use them for spiritual evolution. You can do many things when you pray. He may take away the money. So you should know how पैसे भगवान ले रहे ताकि वो पैसे गिनने का टाइम बच जाए. So that time you can apply for sadhana. Isn't it? He may take away people from us. Nobody will be there to us. It means what he says me to attend to him. He may introduce some guru in our life. That means go and listen from him the Shastras. You understand all these things, an intelligent person realizes that they are the provisions by the Lord given as a result of our prayers that we asked him for the best, that is moksha. ये हो गया second point. First is what? Everybody inevitably moving towards the moksha. Second is what? Is only a question of delaying and difficult, making it difficult by our non-willing or willingness. Third is what? We let us will for only moksha and we express that as a prayers to the Lord. So that clarity आ गया अभी हमको हमको बस मोक्ष चाहिए और कुछ नहीं. My point is, have we reached to that level? You and I, who are coming regularly to the class. मुझे और कुछ नहीं चाहिए बस. I want you, the Lord. That stage is necessary, We have to come to that level. Of exclusively, I want only you, only the truth, only the reality, only liberation. And see, even after studying so many Upanishads, when this sentence is said, still there is hesitation in our mind to appreciate and accept it. उसका अर्थ देखो कितना ignorance है हमारे अंदर कि कौन सा हमारे लिए श्रेयस है. Even now we are not able to grasp fully. And how many of the vasanas are working in us, delusions are working in us. That means much more we have to listen, contemplate. And yesterday, what we said day before, it's only a Bewakoof who asks for the temporary and finite and perishable and binding. And we are like that only. The permanent, the infinite, the bliss giving and liberation giving is only Paramatma. Shashvata, permanent, Ananta, infinite, Sukhaswarupa, Ananda, Moksha Swarupa, Bandhan Rahita, only is in Paramatma Tattva. Common sense. So we have to ask that. Okay? This is the fourth point. Now, fifth is what? Not only when we ask the Lord, but we ourselves also put maximum efforts. ध्यान से सुनना इस बात को. We have prayed to him. As we just now said, the prayer is received, he will respond in his own time and way. But right now, though, we are human beings, we are intact, isn't it? So we have the everyday at our disposal. Then should we not be smart enough? Should we not be intelligent enough to make use of the whole day for really doing that sadhana alone? Again, Bhagavan is watching it. He sees if we really are doing sadhana only, then he says, yeah, he's not only prayed to me, he is sincere also, with already given all the facilities. He doing only sadhana. Therefore, total matching is there. Now let me bless him more and more. हमारा परिश्रम भी पर इसी के लिए होना चाहिए. Any lethargies that are there, any of the hesitations that are there, any of the inhibitions that are there, then these are the ones which doesn't encourage us to sadhana, rather discourage us. उनको एक एक कीड़ा है वो एक एक क्या कहते हैं ना weeds they are. Now we have to recognize those weeds and we have to throw them away. Imagine that state wherein morning 5 से लेकर evening 9-10 तक fully vibratingly we are involved in one after the other sadhanas required. Imagine, no, it's possible. And there are people who are making it possible. Ultimate, उठ गए 5 बजे रात को 10 तक, all those 17 hours, they're fully engaged in sadhana. Then they developed their stamina, energy levels like that. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens accidentally. Everything happens only when we plan and work towards. He developed his energy. He developed his mind's inspiration for that. He is fully engaged with all enthusiasm, one after the other. Where are we? How is our whole day spent? कल का देख लो क्या किया हमने इस क्लास के बाद फिर शाम तक. I have to think for myself. In how many unwanted things we have wasted. We are responsible in our life. Na? If at all है किसी को, we only gave them, which is wrong. Nobody should command our life. We have to command it 100% and mold it for our sadhana continuous all the time. So what is missing there, what is to be added, we have to do so. And the interest is required, inspiration is required, energies are required, well planning is required, taking initiatives are required, and these things nonsense ones, other ones they have to be avoided. We have to avoid. We have to avoid people. We have to avoid the newspapers. We have to avoid. There are so many TVs and all. अब यही तो दिमाग खराब करते हैं ना. They are the ones. श्रुतम में what is it? मेधया पिहितः. These are all the ones which are making us forget the reality, forget the sadhana. Then should we not be matured, smart to make a full stop to them, and then find that energy for this soul. So if those people are doing from morning 5 to evening 10, let us start doing from morning 5 to morning 10. ये 5 घंटे मेरे जबरदस्त साधना में लगेंगे. If this is achieved in 1 week, 10 days, 1 month, then up to 12 o'clock. 2 घंटे और बढ़ा. Then up to 2. इस तरह से 1 hour, 2 hours बढ़ाते बढ़ाते, because this is the goal. Let us be fully engaged only in that. Barring small little duties that we have to do, barring our necessities to survive. Although it's included as a part of sadhana only. Other than that, nothing should be there, isn't it? If this way, when we think constructively, creatively, and encourage ourselves from within, knowing that the God, Guru, Shastras, they're all with us, and making use of them, this way we have to put our efforts supporting the Lord's blessings for our evolution. I am putting effort, not invoking His grace, will also not help so much. Invoking His grace, but I am not putting effort, that also won't be fully satisfied. Neither praying to Lord nor ourselves putting efforts, then we are the victims of our own ignorance. We are victims of the outer influences. We'll be going more and more away from Paramatma. On the other hand, prayers are also continuous and efforts are also sincere and diligent. Then we can ensure that we are growing. पक्का होता है. To come to that level of our intellectual convictions and to come to that level of matured lifestyle, whatever data required, for that only we are here. But nobody was helped by the data. The data has to be used, and accordingly we have to become practical. Then only we grow. Like I'm telling you all this, that won't help me. Only accordingly when I behave, that helps me. Sometimes I am telling you, you are listening, and you are doing it better than me. You will grow faster than me. Because knowledge information is not sufficient. How much of it is translated into practice matters, counts. So, though everybody is going towards the Lord, yet we trouble the Lord and we delay our progress by our wrong choices. First point, avoid. Second, be conscious, understand that only in reaching Paramatma there is moksha. Then, firmly. Third one, pray to the Lord to give me only this, only this, only this, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. अभी क्या दो? मैं तो कह रहा हूं भाई मेरे मन में, परमात्मा गिव मी ओनली योर दर्शन, अनुभूति, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. After the prayers are done, then exercise of ourselves on ourselves all through the day, how best we are utilizing. Every day is an opportunity for a seeker. And he'll have to command his life, plan very well, and execute it maximum. And be sharp alert. If the execution is not happening, where are we lacking behind? What's missing? What is the unwanted thing? उसको फिर अवॉइड करो. इसको कहते हैं साधना. Vagueness में रहकर something sometimes we do or doesn't do. It shows our immaturity. In any field also, we are aware of the entire knowledge of that field, well planned, and you are executing. Then only you succeed it, you enjoy it doing. Here also spirituality में कुछ भी करो तीर मारना अंधेरे में साधना नहीं होता. We only generally do that. कुछ तो कर ही जा रहे हैं हर दिन. अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है. क्या अचीव करना है उसके लिए स्टेप बाय स्टेप समझकर प्रॉपर सिस्टमैटिक प्लान बनाकर करना. Like imagine Puja Gurudev or the great saints like Vivekananda. Today is birthday, International Youth Day or National. सी प्लान देखो उनका 3 बजे उठ जाते हैं, 4-5 तक अपना सारा जो करना है करते हैं, 5 से फिर देर ऑन द मिशन. द मिशन ऑफ गुरुदेव की बात कहें तो यू विल राइट द लेटर्स अप टू 6 o'clock. Then that 6:30 meditation class, then the Vedanta class, then visiting the places, meeting the people, organizing all the meetings and guiding them, and the daytime writing the books, writing the articles, planning for developing organization. अरे इनका इतना पक्का होता है इटनरी, moment to moment, minute to minute, just like even of prime minister, such people also, and how they cope up. It's a That's how उसके लिए भी हमको नमस्कार करना चाहिए उनको. If some of the PM CMs have some negativities of biasness, selfishness, oh, ठीक है, उसको some other way we have to tackle. But the fact that whole day so perfectly they plan and keep on doing for all those 5 years when they are in the power, that shows they are the yoga sthiti only. Yogis they are all. वो पूरा इतना ही बता देते हैं PSPA, इतने बजे उठना है, इतने बजे आना है, यू कांट डिले. उधर वो इनागुरेशन है, इधर ये वाला इनागुरेशन है, यहाँ इनको संबोधन करना है, वहाँ रिलीफ मटेरियल देना है, इधर ऐसा कुछ. अरे बाप रे, हर दिन. They are also human beings. They also have mind. They also have the body. They also have the family members. Isn't it? उनके भी अपने प्रारब्ध होते हैं, उनको भी नींद चाहिए होती है. But they don't care all of that. It's very stunning to see. है ना? सिनेमा उनके लिए भी है, टीवी उनके लिए भी है, क्रिकेट मैच उनके लिए भी है. But do they care them? If they care, can they work? And if some such people are not working, will the country or state progress? If they are doing, we have to think like that. Pramanam. Gurudev is Pramanam for us. Such Mahatmas are Pramanam. That how packed is their day and how every day they do. How much inspired they are, how much energy they got from whatever the sources they invoked it. You have to know it. And all energy comes from our love for the highest goal chosen. And that sense of urgency. For the people like Gurudev, personal goal is no more because they have reached the ultimate. Now their goal is as long as possible to the maximum people take that spirituality to give maximum number happiness to maximum number for maximum time. And that happens only through spirituality. They were day in and day out. मजा है कि नहीं जिंदगी. ये हमारा लक्ष्य होना चाहिए. From the stage of dependency, we have to rise to independently doing the things. Maturity. We have to do. ठीक है, ये हो गया फिफ्थ पॉइंट. टू मोर पॉइंट्स आर. वन इज व्हाट कि we are samsari and we are giving to the world also the samsara. Is that our useless wretched life? Or we are doing and growing spiritually and we are giving to the world also same spiritual world in the form of your own children, people around us. ये भी थोड़ा sensible, sensitive thought. Our life throughout should be only to give positive things to the world, not negative. संसार हम ऐड नहीं करें जगत को, स्पिरिचुअलिटी ही ऐड करें. This is the last. But one more point, more crucial than all this is practically देखा जाए, be aware of every moment. है ना? Every moment. 3 plus 3, 6 things let us mind. Every moment. What we are taking inside for our sthula sharira. What we are taking inside for our sukshma sharira. What we are taking inside for our spirituality. Every moment we have to be aware of it. Anything which makes us worldly or samsari, takes us away from spirituality, we should not. Every moment, finally it boils down to momentary sadhanas. Every moment. A spiritual seeker is so conscious then. ये भोजन नहीं करूंगा मुझे, ये मेरे को रजोगुण करता है, मेरे को तमोगुण बनाता है. Then my sadhana is disturbed. But आप freely दे रहे हैं, फ्री भी ले लो, आप ले, मेरे को नहीं. Every moment, because that one moment we are lost in that battle or game or decision making, that makes us weaker for the further moments, and that defeat has its effect. है ना, किसी ने ऑफर कर दिया मिठाई खा लो, अब खाया मिठाई उसने दिया करके, एक तो शुगर बढ़ेगा, दूसरा नींद बढ़ेगा. सी तमोगुण है वो मिठाई स्वीट्स. That is what induces the oil, the sweets. They are the ones which induce the tamoguna in us, na? So every moment what we take with the mouth, what I mean is, every moment what we take through the ears when others are speaking, every moment what we take with the eyes, Bhadram Karneveshu Niyamaha, Bhadram Paschimaksha is that only. And the prayers which I said in the beginning was, that's what we did today, no, 5 times. Even though Upanishad is talking about Brahma Vidya, but has it not started by prayers to various devatas? शं नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शं नो भवतु अर्यमा शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पति. Respective gods responsible for their respective faculties. We are asking them Sham. Sham means spirituality. May you all bless us that our faculties are turned only towards spirituality. Namo Brahmane, the Lord of all. Tameva Pratyaksh. Namaste Vayo. So that Upanishads, all they talk about Brahma Vidya, but in the prayers they invoke the grace of Devatas. Therefore, our first point of praying to the Lord to enhance spirituality is justified. And the second thing, our own sadhanas. We have to do. Third one is what? Every moment, what we are taking inside. That's the meaning of Bhadram Karinevi Shunyamaha Bhadram Bhashyam Akshami. What we take inside always has to be conscious. The words of the people, the scenes to be seen by the eyes, the taste which take with the tongue, both important. They all every moment decide our gunas inside. That gunas decide whether we are samsari or sadhaka. Definitely will be samsari if the gunas are rasik, tamasik. There is a chance to be sadhaka when the sattvic is inside us. खेल पूरा हम हार जाते हैं अगर तमो रजोगुण को हमने अंदर आने दिया तो स्पिरिचुअल खेल में हार जाते हैं. And nothing can be neglected. Nothing can be neglected. Everything has to be mindful. Through all our senses, what is entering into us. And what imagination projections we are doing when the world is approaching us. And when we are independent, what thoughts that are being entertained. Are we receiving the samsara inside us? Are we receiving the spirituality? We have to know. सो टू सच एन एक्सटेंट देखो, एक अगरबत्ती का स्मेल आप करते हो, सबकॉन्शियसली देर इज ए थॉट, देर सम टेम्पल इज देर, वे पूजा इज देर. होता है कि नहीं? ऑन द अदर हैंड देर इज ए वंडरफुल स्मेल ऑफ और सम ईटेबल और सम कुकिंग, immediately the mind becomes bhogasakt, because the smell also affected to influence our mind. बढ़िया सा खाना बन रहा है, अब जल्दी परोसे तो मैं खाऊंगा. Or an agarbatti smell came from your neighborhood, Manu. Arey, that neighbor is doing puja, very good, I also must do. To that extent. And most important, like this, the last thought today is what? In the same way, what we are sending back to the world. Through our mouth, what words we are talking, which is going to affect the entire cosmos, right from the immediate person. Are we talking worldly or spiritual? How our looks, how is our touch, which are the thoughts we are continuously sending into the world. The whole world should become more and more spiritual or only about the bhautika. Isn't it? Every individual, if that way thinks and only sends to the world positive, receives from the world positive, the things become positive. Stuff remains the same, like the iron. Now you make a sword or knife to cut others' throat or to cut vegetables. So too the matter remains same, the antakarana, the word. You are molding it to be to spirituality or for worldliness. That's what is the difference. So every moment what we receive, every moment what we give out. Absolutely alert. इस क्षण से ऐसा कोई भी वृत्ति और वचन नहीं बोलूंगा मैं जिसमें संसार है, परमात्मा नहीं है. Only that in which Paramatma is there, I'll talk. I will send the thoughts. No, that highest goal we have to keep. We have to try for it. फिर फील नहीं करना कमजोर, हाँ मेरे से नहीं हो सकता, मैं तो ऐसे गंदा हूँ, मैं यूजलेस हूँ, मैं पागल हूँ। अरे भाई किसने पूछा है? सब सत्य सब जानते हैं। Encourage, inspire oneself from within, not discourage, demoralize. है कि नहीं? देखो हमेशा फाइनल डिसीजन हमारा ही होता है, वहां हम हार जाते हैं जनरली। अर्जुन फाइनल डिसीजन लिया ऑलमोस्ट, while executing he just took a chance and asked the Lord. After receiving entire data from the Lord, and then when the Lord said, Yatechasyatakuru, with all that data collected, he decided for himself कि युद्ध करूंगा मैं, because in that only there is sadhana, dharma, etc. So finally you have to decide to grow or not, है ना? चलेगा मेरा ऐसे ही जिंदगी है, and then continue that. No, no, no. These great Shastras are very informative, inspirational. Many, many achieved that. I will also achieve. In that way, if we can lift our own inner inspiration level, enthusiasm level, and accordingly work, बस करते जाओ till it becomes natural to us. That's how the people get that vision of Paramatma, become Mukta, and they become the saviors to the world. They help the world to grow. We all have to aim in that way. छोड़ दिया ना, then back to the earlier square one we will be absolutely worldly. From इतने height से फिर नीचे आ जाते. Like that ball example we give from Vivek Chudamani, that comes. So लक्ष्य अलक्ष्य को नहीं छोड़ना. So anyway, very many thoughts we discussed today. I believe each one of them are important. Think. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Sarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. ओम येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं वदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ओम भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजनदिं भव शंकर देशिकमे शरणम् ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यविमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां हृदय तेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधने अस्मिन् क्षणे मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते शास्त्राणां सांप्रदायानां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन संस्थापने कंगणबद्धस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिर शिवकृष्णाद मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समुद्निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिल आधारमव्ययम् निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। Just chant the 16, 17 mantras. एषः देवः प्रदिशोऽनु सर्वाः पूर्वोह जातः सौ गर्भे अन्तः स एव जातः स जनिष्यमाणः प्रत्यङ्जनास्तिष्ठति सर्वतोमुखः यो देवो अग्नौ योऽप्सु यो विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश य ओषधीषु यो वनस्पतिषु तस्मै देवाय नमो नमः. Friends, we are being guided regarding the beautiful sadhana pranayama. You know, like a fanatic Vedanti, where he never does the Vedantic sadhana and he denies all other sadhanas of bhakti and yoga. Let us not be that way misguided. Some fanatic Vedantins are there. What Patanjali, what yoga, there's nothing. Only Brahman, they say. ठीक है फिर ब्रह्म ध्यान करो ना, but they don't do that also. What bhakti, what bhakti? There is no Paramatma. I am Brahman. Isn't it? And do some yoga asanas and pranayama. They say, no, I am not Sharira. And they feed so much to make the Sharira such a liability that शिष्यों को उठाने का ही नहीं हो सकता. This is funny. Don't be that way fanatic. All are given in our Sanatana Dharma, which is required at what level. And also, nothing is greater than Vedanta. But before that, which qualifies as a Vedanta, these sadhanas, as recommended by the Gurus, we have to do them. One example is here. Directly, when the mantra is, प्राणा निरुद्ध्य, ऐसा है ना आगे में, प्राणान प्रपीड्येह. That प्राणान प्रपीड्य, in one sentence, Adi Shankara Bhagavan can comment and go ahead. Because it's a pure Vedanta. But did he do so? Before that mantra started, in that 5-6 paragraphs, in detail is explained about the pranayama. Mahima quoted the Puranas. The first beginning only, what he said, the antakarana which has become shuddha by removing the impurities of the mind through pranayama alone will be able to focus itself on Brahman. प्राणायामेन विधूत मनोमलस्य चित्त एव ब्रह्मणि स्थापितुं शक्नोति. है ना? प्राणायाम क्षपित मनोमलस्य चित्तं ब्रह्मणि स्थितं भवति. So at one point of our evolutionary stage, these also are required. Get a clarity of it. And physically एक गुरु के पास जाकर ही सीखना है. गुरुणा उक्त प्रकारेण रहसि एवं समभ्यसेत. Okay, now two things. One is the Nadi Shuddhivala pranayam, second is the actual pranayam. Both are pranayama only. In the Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, the count is not given importance, which is called as Anuloma Viloma. Holding the right nostril, closing the right nostril, taking from the left, leaving from the right, and taking again from the right, leaving from the left. Nadi Shuddhi. Few months or few years. Pranayama also the same thing. But the words are given here. And the number of matras are given. The Rechaka, the exhaling. Puraka, the inhaling. Kumbharaka, holding the breath. With certain matras. So there we are consciously putting effort to bring the in and out pranas into balance. Yesterday we were told, no? Prana apananam sanyogaha pranayamaha. What is said here? Keep pranapana samayogaha pranayamaha prakirtitaha. We have seen it. For achieving that, prana apana samayoga. Now, prana and apana are totally unrelated to each other, disintegrated to each other, sometimes liability to each other. like a family. Everybody is very egoistic and selfish. Therefore, every day there is chaos, confusions, fightings. One Mahatma came one day, he made all of them sit, discussed with them openly, then told, this is your nature, this is what you are going wrong, these are your good qualities. This is your nature, you are this way doing wrong, but this good quality also you have. Now you are a part of this life family as this relation. You are as this. So your job is this, your job is this. Then he properly explains, and people also little less egoistic or achieved or understood at least Mahatma ne kaha isliye. And they molded. Then the whole house which was Naraka becomes Swarga now. There are some families who have changed after listening from some Mahatmas. They gave up their expectation, their insistences, their arrogances, their lazinesses. They started taking initiative, talking to each other, contributing. तो फिर घर स्वर्ग बन गया. Not only in cinema, really भी होता है. In the same way, the prana and apana दोनों है वाइड. यो कौन कहाँ जा रहा है नहीं पता. Prana is as we saw today in our common sense, not the last one. Every moment what we take inside is prana. Every moment what we give outside is apana. Is there any rhythm? Is there any system? पता नहीं कब क्या कुछ बोल लेते हैं हम और किसको जाकर क्या सुनते हैं पता नहीं. So prana apana sayoga is beautiful integration between what's going inside, what's going outside. Systematic. We gave example yesterday of the traffic. Coming traffic, going traffic. Systematic है. Right? And in that, Rechaka exhaling, Puraka inhaling, Kumbhaka holding. Kumbhaka can be outer and as well as inner. बाहर फेंक दिया हवा, होल्ड किया उधर, वही कुंभक. अंदर फुल ले लिया, रोका वहां, इट्स कॉल्ड अंतः कुंभक. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग यू क्लियरली बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट यू टू डू हियर on the base of this class. You must go to a guru and learn from him only. Now, yesterday, a beautiful topic was discussed. Ki this pranayama and pranava, they go together. Wonderfully, it was said. And in the pranava, onkara, akara matra, ukara matra, makara matra are there. So one can maybe integrate the pranayama sadhana with pranava उच्चारण. इसलिए इस पुराण इसमें कहा होगा. इतना ही लिखा गया है पुराण में. But that guru might have told those disciples all details also. So this is where we have to start today. कि प्रणवम त्र्यंबकम त्र्यात्मकं गार्गी रेच पूरक कुंभकम नौ तदेतत् प्रणवम विद्धि तत्स्वरूपम ब्रवीम्यहम्. Even the pranayama also is pranava swarupa, and I am telling you the swarupa of that pranava first, Omkara. Yo vedadau swaraproktaha, first is amatra. Vedanteshu pratishtitaha, and the last one in the Vedas is umatra. Tayorantam tu yadgargi, varga prancha panchakam, then the end of it. After the first matra, A, which is the Adi of Veda, the second matra is U, which is the Anta of the Veda, and then third one is in the Aksharamala, fifth letter of the fifth Varga. That is Pa Varga, and the fifth letter in the Pa Varga is Ma. So Amatra, Umatra, Mamatra, these three are the ones together which make Om Pranava. Okay? Now in these three matras, their relation with the three steps of pranayama, three aspects of pranayama. Here it is said, Rechakam Prathamam Vidhi. What is Prathama Matra? Akara Matra. So Akara Matra, Rechaka go together. Now this is how the pranayam pranava is joined here. Like in Vedanta, pranayam pranava, sorry, vicharana or pranava, कैसे join किए मांडुक्य में? The amatra is the entire Jagrada Avastha. Dissolve all Jagrada Avastha in amatra. Amatra alone should be there. Isn't it? Like all सामान एक बैग में डाल के आप बंद करते हो, जिप लगा दिया, ओनली बैग दिखता है, अंदर क्या है नहीं दिखता. Like Bhagawan also made our outer skin very intelligently, seeing which all of us get deluded also. Talk about all the beauty and all. So outer skin only. अंदर सबका वही गंदगी है. Everyone have only those 6 धातुस. The outer is सप्तम धातु, त्वक कहते हैं उसको, बाहर की त्वचा. But inside same kidney, pancreas, all those jobs only every body is doing. But दिखता नहीं है. बाहर सिर्फ सूक्ष्म शरीर दिखता है. Same way in the amatra merge entire Jagrata Avastha. So too the Sapnavastha merge in the Umatra. Then Sushupti Avastha in the Mamatra. Then Amatra in Umatra. U in Ma in Matra Rahita स्थिति. That is तुरीयम. वेदांत में ऐसा हमको बताया. अब करने से आइडियाज आएंगे. यहाँ प्रणव का प्राणायाम के लिए भी प्रणव is used. So here the amatra is rechaka, exhaling. Rechakam pratamam vidhi. Rechaka is exhaling. Pratama is first matra of the Om. That is amatra. Then dvitiyam purakam viduhu. After exhaling, naturally you have to inhale, no? Marenge nahi to. That inhaling is called the dvitiya matra, umatra. So Om being Paramatma Swarup and Nama, this doing, taking the help of the Om, may invoke the Paramatma Kripa. That's why हमको ऐसा बता रहे हूँ. करके देखो. So the exhaling is first amatra, inhaling second umatra. So rechakam pratham vidhi, dvitiyam purakam vidhu, then trutiyam kumbhakam proktam. Then after inhaling, we hold the breath inside for a specific time. That's called the makara matra, the third one. So pranayama triratmakaha. Therefore, in this way, the pranayamas 3 steps and omkaras 3 matras, they go together. Okay. Thereafter, Trayanam Karanam Brahma Bharupam Sarva Karanam. Of these two sets, in सबका मूल कारण परब्रह्म है. The pranayam ka inhale, exhale, inhale and holding inside. Omkar ka akara, ukara, makara, matra. For all of them, Trayanam Karanam Brahma. They all are from the Karana, the Brahma. And who is Brahma? Bharupam. And not only he is Karana of the 3 steps of pranayama and 3 syllables of Omkara, but he is Sarva Karanam. So Bharupam Sarva Karanam Brahma Trayanam Karanam. So this knowledge you have to keep intact while doing so. And tell also that this pranayama is to balance all the physiology and psychology, and the taking of the Om's help also is for that purpose. But the ultimate purpose is to realize this Sarva Karana Bharupam Brahma. ऐसा मन में entertain करो. So then the set, it will be set. Our sankalpa sets everything, no? So therefore keep doing sankalpa, it gets set one day. Then Omkara is used, Pranayama is done, all the Antakarna become Shuddha, then we are guided toward the Brahma Tattva. चाहे from अंदर से अब thoughts आते होंगे, maybe you have studied thoroughly Upanishads in the last life, or in this life, some guru comes in your life, or you go there. How it happens, you don't know. Ishvara will make the arrangements. But when we make this Bharupam Sarvakaranam Brahma is the Lakshya. While doing these things do their job of Antakarana Shuddhi, the Pranayama, and our main goal of Paramatma also will be slowly guided. देखो हम जितना अपने हाथ में हो करते जाते हैं ना, बाकी जो होना है होता रहता. Right? Same thing is now said other thing. Rechaka Kumbhako Gargi Srushti Sthityatmaka Ubhau. So Rechaka, exhaling, is called as the Srushti. Then Kumbhakaha is called as Sthiti. After Rechaka, holding the breath outside. Then Purakaha to Ata Samharaha. When you take the air inside, it is equivalent to Samharaha. Karanam Yoginamiha Samhara Karanam. So the yogis in this way do the Rechaka, outer Kumbhaka, then inner the Puraka, as the Srushti, Sthiti and Samhara. Srushti is Rechaka, exhale. Like Paramatma is throwing the world out of himself. Then Kumbhaka is the Sthiti, so he is holding the world in its multiplicity. Then the Puraka is as if the Lord is taking inside the whole universe. There's no world other than him now. Like yesterday, Vasishti started saying, Mahapranaya sampattau kimapi nasti tatra shantameva vashishyate. And that Shanta Brahma is going on explaining. 2 days we saw yesterday, for today, tomorrow, 3 more days we'll be doing. All the words used to explain the Paramatma Tattva are brought and given at one place by Vasishtaji in the fifth sarga. Moola Karana Devata Swarupa Varnanam is the fifth sarga we are studying. This much. Yoginam Karanam. Rechaka, Srushti, Kumbhaka, outer Kumbhaka is Sthiti. Again inhaling, Puraka is called as the Mahapradaya or Samhara Karanam Yogina Viha. Okay, now little bit information he is giving Shankara Bhagavan regarding the matras. How many matra में कौन सा करना चाहिए? रेचक कुंभक पूरक कुंभक रेचक कुंभक. छोड़ा होल्ड किया, अंदर लिया होल्ड किया, छोड़ा होल्ड किया. इस तरह से वही अंत कुंभक होता है. मात्राएं we are told here. Again, none of them you will do. I know, thank God. क्योंकि लाइकली है ना जिंदगी में स्वामी जी जो भी कहेंगे सुनेंगे, लेकिन जो भी सुनेंगे नहीं करेंगे. दैट इज ए ब्लेसिंग टू मी. Don't do this. Go to a guru and learn. And you are some of your experts also. He says, Purayet Shodashair Matraihi Apadatalastakam. Beautiful it is. Purayet means inhale. Shodashahi Matraihi, win the 16 counts. To begin with, it will be 6 or 8 only. Dheere dheere badate mein, the target is 16 matras we have to inhale. Not quickly, टिन 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 करके 16 हो गए. Like we do the japa. अच्छा 1 मिनट में माला पूरा खत्म कर दो. लगता है कि जब भी एक झंझट है फिनिश करके रख दो. And भगवान also feels same. This fellow is doing so disturbingly the japa. जल्दी करके रखने दो. I am also free. So षोडश मात्रा से we take. And the most beautiful thing is, कि आपाद तलमस्तकम. That inhaling air, breath, श्वास should be felt by us. आपाद मतलब पाद से start करके तल मस्तकं तक up to the head level, we should feel that the inhaled, the purita hava is going everywhere. We can in fact with conscious sankalpa inhale in such a way that the hava is going through the lungs to the entire body, head से लेकर tail तक, tail या toe, whatever you have. So आपाद तल मस्तकं पूरयेत. Then Matrair Dvatrimshakaihi Pashat Rechayet Susamahita. After that inhaling 16 matras, 32 matra ke samay mein we have to exhale the whole thing again from Apada Talamastakam. And as I told you, while inhaling entire divine qualities, confidence kaho, devotion kaho, self-respect kaho, ye sare from the world through that air you can take inside. While exhaling, all the negative qualities, whatever we have, impurities, we can throw them out. Samashti mein good and bad balance hote hain, nothing to worry. You have to be good, give up the bad. Which is not written here, but we are adding. So Puraka Samaya, call for all positive qualities. Rechaka Samaya, reduce or remove or throw away or send away the negativities. It will help tremendous. They're all auto suggestions. There are powerful self-given instructions, and it happens. It works. So matrair dvatimshakaihi paschad rechayet susamahitah. Then sampurna kumbhavadvayoho nishchalam murtha deshatah. Then after exhaling, then that emptiness को मतलब जो हवा कुछ अंदर नहीं है तो बाहर कर चुके हैं वो बाहिर कुंभक करो. कीपिंग योर दृष्टि ऑन दिस कि संपूर्ण कुंभवद वायो निश्चलम मूर्ध देशता. In the Murdha Sthan mein, the Vayu is no more there. in us because everything is exhaled. Unda Murdha Sthiti, we have to do the Kumbhaka. Maybe even inhaling also, which is not mentioned here. तो पूर्ण कुंभ हवा ले लिया अंदर, then hold it inside. That's called as kumbhaka. At that time, drushti is on the murdna sthana. Then rechanam karo, everything is left outside. So no air inside. Outer kumbhaka we are doing at that time. Then at that time, again drushti is on the murdra sthana. And विशुद्ध चक्र में जो दृष्टि, आज्ञा चक्र, सॉरी, विशुद्धि यहाँ होता है आज्ञा चक्र में, ऑल परमात्मा इज देयर, ऐसा कहते हैं. भाई कभी मैं मिला नहीं, मैं मिलूंगा तो टेल यू. देन कुंभकम धारणं गार्गी चतुष्टया तो मात्रया. तो दिस कुंभक वी हैव टू डू फॉर 64 मात्रास, है ना. शुरू में नहीं, पहले तो 4 6 8 से ही होता है. If you do to 64, then Kalyanam only. Somebody will have to take us thereafter. एक झटके में खत्म. Don't do that. 64 matras is almost 46 seconds, 48 seconds. Holding the breath. Outer or inside. Bahi kumbhaka or outer kumbhaka, inner kumbhaka. That is the thing to be achieved, but gradually. Throughout life, remember, first we should know exactly what to achieve. Second, little by little we have to do to achieve it. और ज्यादा कुछ भी नहीं करना. स्पेशली दिस योगास एंड प्राणायामास. बाकी कल देखते हैं, कल ही हो जाएगा ये. ओम 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 पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you for patient listening. Come for Gita.